Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NIK NIKAM Network Talk Show or Triple N Talk Show. And I'm going to discuss something about two new additions that we have done to our Google Hangout Studio. First, as you can see in the background, I have a 43-inch Vizio E43C2 television, which I am using as a computer monitor, which is hooked up to a Dell computer. And I'm running a PowerPoint presentation. And this is my emblem. And in fact, I'm getting ready for my presentation on Wednesday, where we're going to be talking about Meenakshi Temple. The second addition that I have done is hooking up my Sony Handycam C160 using Blackmagic Ultrastudio Mini Recorder. I had this for a while. I tested this about a year ago, and it had worked. But then I got this C920 Logitech camera. But now the Logitech camera was not able to produce this good quality pictures from the television, which is playing in the background, the PowerPoint presentation. So I was looking for different ways to improve the image quality. I also ordered a C930E, which is supposed to have a true 1920 by or 1080p image, but I have a camcorder which has a 42x zoom, and it can give fantastic pictures. As you can see, the temple right here in the background, which is being played on my television, which is hooked up to my computer, and it is acting like a computer monitor for all practical purposes. So by this, I can put anything on a PowerPoint, or I can actually go to the website and do any demonstration that I want to. Or if I'm having a presentation, we prepare some slides so the guest can address pertinent points by showing the slides and at the same time giving the talk show. So this is the second edition I have done. A few things I would like to mention as far as getting your camcorder to work with the mini recorder is one, the camcorder has to be tuned properly, in the sense you go into the menu and look under HDMI and make sure that you set it to 1080p or 1080i, whatever the setting is, so that the mini recorder can recognize your camera and Google Hangout can recognize your camcorder. The second thing that you may want to do is that there's another control button that may be in your menu on the camcorder, which you really have to set it and you have to play with it. As I said, I had this about a year ago, but I never used it. But now, because I want to use my television as a slide presentation or for presenting information, so I had to look at something that is high resolution, that can give me high resolution. So I have been able to accomplish that by using my Sony Handycam C160, which is a pretty old model, but probably with the new models, you'll be able to get even better picture. But the most important thing is to play with your Sony camcorder. And also remember, when you buy the Blackmagic Ultrastudio Mini Recorder, make sure you download the Blackmagic desktop software or the driver. It is very hard to locate that, but you make sure you go to the Blackmagic website and go under resources or software support, and under that you click Ultra Studio Mini Recorder, and then you come down to the left bottom screen where you can see the driver. And while I'm talking about the driver, let me see if I can get to the website on the computer here and show you exactly where you can find that Blackmagic Ultrastudio Mini Recorder driver, so that you'll be able to, because right now I'm using a MackBook Pro, which is connected to my camcorder, and of course it is going through Google Hangout. So let me get back to my television here, which is acting like a computer monitor, and see if I can get to connect to my internet here. Let's escape this. All right, end the show. Okay, let me stop this presentation here, close my PowerPoint, see if I can get to my Google Hangout. Okay, now I need to search for, my keyboard may not reach, excuse me. I may have some trouble with my keyboard because it's the first time I'm doing this. Let's see, I'm going to get a wireless keyboard so I'll be able to, okay, Blackmagic Ultrastudio driver. Okay, let me Ultrastudio Thunderbolt software. Oh, that's another important point I wanted to tell you. So you come here to support, and under the support, I don't know if you can see it, under the support, you need to type the word Ultra, and then it will show Ultrastudio Mini Recorder. You click on the Ultrastudio Mini Recorder, and it is strange that they don't tell you what to do. And you come down here and you look at the desktop video 10.5.1 software development kit and desktop video 10.5. This is the one you need to download for either Mac or Windows, whatever operating system you're running. And then once you download that, it will be in the system references menu. So that's another important thing. The Blackmagic settings will be in the system references menu. That's where you go and try to make the adjustments. There's not a whole lot of adjustments. Either you select SDI or HDMI, and I would just say click on HDMI if you are using the HDMI. And another important thing I want to tell you is that when you are using this Ultrastudio Mini Recorder, it is available for like $135 to $137 at Amazon.com. But you also have to order a Thunderbolt cable that goes from the mini recorder to the computer, the MacBook Pro. The HDMI cable, mini HDMI cable, comes from the camcorder and it goes into a regular HDMI input on the Ultra Mini Recorder. When you look at the product on Amazon.com, you can easily identify that. And once you make sure that you get these two cables, and preferably at least they are like 10 feet long, because you may have to keep your camera further away to get all the information, all the distance that you need, so that your camcorder can adequately focus whatever the area you are trying to cover while doing a Google Hangout. Maybe in the next video, I'm going to show you all the different connections that I have put together so that you will be able to recognize how I have put together the connections. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause here for a second while I bring my well, I may not be able to bring that one. So this is in a nutshell how to use Mini Recorder, Ultrastudio Mini Recorder by Blackmagic to hook up your any camcorder for that matter, and make sure that you set the HDMI on your recorder menu. Otherwise, if the camera may not be recognized by the Blackmagic software, especially in Google Hangout. So good luck, and if you have any questions, you can leave some comments and I'll be happy to respond to your questions, because it's taken me a long time to use this. The main purpose I wanted to use this was so that I could use my the 43-inch TV monitor, which I just recently purchased, which is hooked up to my computer. Now it is acting like a computer monitor where we can do a lot of things. Most importantly, we can put some slide presentation. Let's get back to the slide presentation here, which I was working on. And let me close this window, Google window. Let me go back to my PowerPoint presentation and bring up the last PowerPoint I had here. And slideshow. And here's my slides presentation, which says NNN Media Talk Show host. I'm Dr. NIK NIKAM. And that slideshow PowerPoint presentation is timed. That means you can set a given amount of time in terms of like 30 seconds, 5 seconds, or 40 seconds, whatever you want in the PowerPoint presentation, so that each slide will last that long before it moves on to the next slide. Here I have set my slide presentation to 30 seconds. And another important thing I learned is the computer monitor doesn't have to be too bright to give you an image that you're looking for, because the too bright image reflected onto the camera will cause a reflection. Hold on a second. My headphone is falling apart here. Will cause a reflection. So I would adjust the television monitor to a degree so that all the brightness and hue are all turned down to the least amount that is needed to show a clear picture as we are seeing here. And of course, that is my YouTube link, which is NIK NIKAM. And there we have more than 700 videos which accent our experience here in the Houston area. And while we are talking about our social media connections, we would also like you to visit our Facebook page, which is NIK NIKAM Network, where we keep you abreast of what is happening in and around the Houston area and from around the globe. We will keep you posted as to all the events that are happening, plus all the videos that have been recorded in our previous talk shows. So this is the best way to keep up with us. And when you do visit our Facebook or YouTube, please do subscribe to our channels. Thank you so much. And here, another important point I forgot to mention, that we have an app for Android or Apple devices, which is NNN Media, as you can see here. And you can download our app, and you can follow us on any smart devices or any web-based device for that matter. You can actually watch this on Google Hangout or YouTube, which is being now live video streamed. And you can also watch on your smartphones for that matter. So that is so much. And if you want to be a guest on our program, yes, please do call us at 281-745-4161. Again, our number is 281-745-4161. And we will see you next time. Thank you for watching this. I am Dr. NIK NIKAM from NNN Media. Thank you.